Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this session number 474. And today I will continue with this problem. Is the most profitable path in the tree? And one moment, I really need to write something here. Okay, got it. Now, as a summary of this problem is in essential you have one tree and is a direct tree, and you have two players, Alice and Bob. Alice always start in the node 0, and we need to search the most profitable path in the tree. And Bob is could be in the position, in this case n. Yeah, for example, for this, Alice always starting the 0, and Bob in this case is 4. No, what is in 3? Yeah, Bob is here, and Bob need to go in the short path, go upwards. Yeah, and trying to reach the node 0. And the Alice, the idea is that transversal the tree until reach leaf, and in this moment you can calculate the net income. Yeah, well, and well, contain a few extra rules, like for example both players moving at the same time and in the same speed, means that one by one at the same time, and where both are in a position where have the similar or reach the same node at the same time, basically is divide. Where is negative, well, basically is divide is negative, and where is positive is add is positive. Well, divide and add the half for everyone. Mm-hmm. What else? Okay, now the interesting point here is that we have a few tests like this where is wrong the answer. Why? Because in essential, we have this. Let me show you. Okay, only this. I will copy and I paste here. Yeah, now we have this. What is the situation with my current approach? The situation is that I am thinking in this problem as a map, as a tree problem, and it's not true. Why? Because, for example, here, let me create first the node. In this case, the first is, well, is the root is 0, is connected with 2, the 0 is connected with 5, the 1 is connected with 3, and with 5, okay, means that here I have another 1 is connected with this, and is connected with 3, and the 2 is connected with the 4. Okay, now what happened with this? The situation that happened in this moment is that Bob is in the node 4. Yeah, here, let me show you what is the path for where above transversal. In this case, for example, Bob is here. Okay, this is the path here, and now the next that is here with a 0. Okay, with a 0. Yeah, this is the path. Now, what is the path with Alice? The Alice start here. This is Alice. Yeah, this is Alice, is here. And what path is in essential this, and this. This is one path. Yeah, even I will use one color. Which color? I think that this. In this case, for Alice, no, it's about the color. This. Okay, this is the path that Alice can take. Yeah, this is the first. Now, what is the another path? Well, another path that Alice can go in this case is this. This and this. Yeah, in essential is this, this, and this. Now, in this case, at the beginning, I had those because in the problem mentioned that is a tree, and for example, this. In my case, for example, I am using this validation where the current node that in this case, for example, is 5, where don't have children's, yeah, means that is a leaf. And where happen this, I make the calculus of the current amount. And this works, but for example, specifically with this kind of tree, yeah, doesn't works. Yeah, because I think that the solution or the answer with this example is this. Yeah, initially is this, and this. And if I add the values that contains this, is for example, the first is 0, is this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 0, the 5, the 1, and the 3. And in this case, if I add these values, 8, 3, 8, 8, 3, 4, 6, 6, is, what is the value? Sorry, I make a mistake. 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 4, 6, 6, 6. Okay, yeah. Well, I think that it's not possible to see my calculator, but I will take a screenshot. Yeah, basically where I take these values 0, 5, 1, and 3, that this is the path, the result is this 20,328, and this is the exactly amount that expect here. Yeah, now with this in mind, we can note that it's not possible or it's not this validation that where you don't have more children means that is a leaf is not true. But in this case, for example, how can I know that I can continue with this, for example, with this path in this direction, and now in this direction, and stop here? How can I know this? Well, in essentially, it's because I noticed that the leaves is the leaf. It's leaf, right? Or with T? No, it's with F. The leaf, it's equal node with one connection. What it means connection in this case means that, for example, I have the node 0, yeah, and for example, this is one connection and this is another connection, but this is another connection. For example, if this is Y, this is one connection, two connection, three connection, yeah. And if we pay attention in this draw, you can validate, for example, the 5 don't have children, yeah, but contain two connection, this and this. In this case, for example, the 1 is not a leaf because contains two connection. In this case, the connection is as a children's connection. Another, for example, the 2 is not possible because contains two connection, 1 and 2. Okay, well, in this case, it's 2. And the 4 only contain one connection. In this case, is a leaf. Why? Because only contains this connection, but no more. It's only one. And it's the same with this. The only connection is in essential this because don't have children's, and in this case only have one. In essential is that we can consider that this and this both are leaf. Yeah. And now, if we know that this is the leaf, what is the way to discover this path? Well, I think that for this, the first is try to forget that this is a tree because in essential is more a graph, yeah. And okay, let me represent this in another way. For example, 0 go, sorry, go to the 2, the 0 go to the 5, in this case, for example, here, 5, the 1 connect with the 3, the 1 connect with the 5, for example, in this case, the 1 appear here, yeah, and the 1 is connected with the 3, and I don't have more connection. For example, I can use in this way, or even like this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's not important this. In this case, for example, is 3 and the 2 is connected with the 4. Yeah, in this case with the 4. No, I will put here in 3. And we have this is our current graph, yeah, and is not a cycle graph. Yeah, now what is the next? Well, an essential is that if I start here, yeah, the first obviously is make exactly this. Where? This transversal first with Bob and save the current steps for now where Bob have a greater element that Alice. Well, in this moment, I need to do something, but in this case, for example, Bob make the transversal the graph starting in 4. In this case, the 4 go to the 1, and in this case, go to the 0. And this is the path from Bob. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next is if I am here, I can go in two directions, or in this case, in the next level here for this and for this. And in this point, I think that I was thinking that maybe it's necessary have two counters or two max or two accumulates or whatever. In this case, the first is Bob amount. No. Bob path and Alice path. And in essential is that where The Bob path only add the values or the nodes where I know that Bob cross in one moment. In this case, for example, all the nodes that contains the color green. This, and this. And it's the same with Alice, but in this case for Alice is I can sum this, or I can add this value to the amount of the Alice path. But what happened is like this, I need to consider that, okay, this is not this is different path from Bob. No, no. Xavier is wrong. Mm, because if I follow this, for example, do you imagine that this contains another that is 8 and this have the value of this? Basically, I can go this and this is the best option. But if I don't add these values because Bob grows for this path, in essential this is still in zero, or in still only with this, that is not enough. Uh, hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, okay, I think that I can transversal this. Okay. 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3. 1. And even if I see this, can put here. If I have the amount here that, for example, is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, in this case, the 0 plus 3 is 3. Yeah, that is this. Now, move to the next. Is 3 plus 8, because it's the current value plus 3. Plus 1 plus 3. In this case, this is 12. And if I go to this side is 3. Now here, well, do you imagine that Bob doesn't exist? In this case is 3 plus 5. Here is 5. No, 5 is 8. Plus 4 plus 3 is 7. Yeah. Now, for example, the path is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. plus 7 is 15. Okay, I have here is 15, and in this side is 3 plus 8 plus 9. No, this is wrong. Sorry. It's a prefix sum. In this case, is 3, 8, 9, 12. And here is the same. It's like a prefix sum. 3, 5. Mm, no, in this case, the 0, 0, 5, 6. Ignore this. 9. In this case, 0, 2, 6. In this case, I reach the 6 here, and here the 9 is that the profit path is this. Again, this is not counting the above path. But this is the idea. Now, how can I know? How can I apply this approach? Mm, mm, okay, I think that I can start here in the 0 and now pass the value to this and pass the value to the childs. In this case, I have two childs, is 2 and 5. What is the next? The next is define the childs of this. Well, the first is here. I pass the value to the next. And for this path is 5. 5 contains more elements. Keep the current number. How can I move in this direction? Um, hmm. The 0 is connected with the 2 and with the 5. The 1 is connected with the 3 and with the 5. Because 0, or excluding the 0, 5, 1, and 3 are in the same level. And mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Oh, oh, this and this. No. Yeah, in this case, I need to discover or figure out how can I go in until reach the leaf. It doesn't matter the direction. Mm, 0205 1315. I don't have any idea. I start in the zero, and now okay, I have two children, 2 and 5. I pass the current amount. Uh-huh. If I follow the 5, go to the 5. Now in this moment, I don't have children, but it's not a leaf. And if I pass the value uh, from the node 0, that in this case is 5018, and I pass this value to the 5, and I add this value to the 5, that is 5000, 5018 plus 3456. The result is like 8000 something. Yeah, that saved here in the 5, 8000. Now, if I follow this, go to the 4. In this case, the 4, it's a leaf because don't contain elements and only have one father. And I calculate this and whatever. Now I'm here. Now the next step is this. This is complete. Now the 1, for example, is starting 0. Now the next that is 1 is this. What is the amount? In this case, the amount is the one is 8,388. 88, and in this case is here. If I follow this, I pass the value in this case for here, that is 8,388 is here, plus 3,466 here. Do you imagine that the result is like 11,000 something is here? And if I go to this side is 8,388 plus 300 for 3,456, and I lose this value, these values. Mm, 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 1. Mm, I am thinking that where I try to change the direction of the arrows following this, for example, starting with this, the instead 2 is connected with 4, is 4 connected with 2. Okay, let me, the second basically is the origin of the arrow, and the first number is the destination. Now, it's only one idea. Let me check. In this case, is 0 is connected. Oh, sorry. 0 is, no, 4 is connected with 2. Okay. Boom. 5 is connected with 1. 3 is connected with 1. 5 is connected with 0. And 2 is connected with 0. Yeah, like this. Now, and the next is detect, the leaves. In this case, the way to detect the leaves, well, is easily, because in essential at the beginning, we know we can determine it with two hash set. And the first is that if appear here, means that it's not possible that this is it's a leaf. It's not possible. In this case, for example, no, and sorry, it's in English. And yes, yeah, no, it's not part of the leaves. It's possible that could be a leaf. Yeah. Now, for example, the first is 0. Okay, the 0 is discard. Now, the 2, the second, could be appear here. Yeah, in this case, but only meanwhile doesn't exist here. In this case, doesn't exist. Okay, now the 2 is considered in this moment a possible leaf. Now, the next that is 0 again, and 5. 5 is in the nodes. No. Okay, 5. Now the next that is 1 is at here, and in this case trying to remove is if exists. In this case doesn't exist, is okay. Now the next that is the 3. The 3 exists here. No. Okay, I can add here. Yeah. Now the next that is the 1, is try to remove the 1 from here, and the second is the 5. The 5 is here and doesn't appear here. It's okay. Until now, we have 2, 5, and 3 as a possible leaves. Now the next that is the 2, means that the first is removed from yes, yeah, and add here. And the other is 4 that appear here. Now I am saying that I have 4, 5, and 3. 4. Why the 5? It's because I have 2 connections, and it's not a leaf for the reason. Okay, I think that we have another way using the a counter. Yeah, for example, 0 in this case appear 1 time, and even in this moment we know that is not possible. I can add here. 0 is not possible, but I add 1. Yeah, the 2, this is the no. No, and the other is yes. Okay, we have another here, and it's possible the 2. Yeah, it's possible because even in this moment the connection is 1. Yeah, now it's time to move to the next. In this case, 1. Yeah, in this case the next is 0. Yeah, 2. Yeah. Okay, now the next that is 0 again is try to remove here. In this case doesn't exist. And now here increase, and now is 5 that appear 1 time. In this case the 5 appear here. No. Okay, I can add here 5. Yeah, got it. Now the next that is 1. The first is try to remove here. Yeah, the 1 is here and try to remove here. Yeah, now the next that is I need to add here because it's a parent. Now the next that is the 3. The 3 I declare here. The first is appear here. No, okay, means that I can add here. Got it. Now the next that is 1. 1 is here. In this case, automatically should be disappear because contains 2, and the other is that is the index 0, means that the first is removed from here, doesn't exist, and add here again. Okay, in this case is 1. In the moment that contains more, in the moment that appear in this position or appear 2 times, in this moment is discarded as a leaf. Yeah, in this case now the next that is 5. 5 increase, in this case, for example, contains 2. It's not part of the this list, but in this case contains 2, means that I can add here and remove from here because it's have 2 connections. And now the next that is this, the 2 is removed from here because can be as a leaf because contains 1 child and even have 2 elements. Yeah, means that in it's not possible. I add here. Now the next that is 4. Okay, I create a 4. The value is 1. In this case, the first is validate if this doesn't exist here. Well, it doesn't exist, and even because it's only 1. And now the next that is this. And now we know that the 3 and the 4 is are the leaf. Now, what is the next? In this case, the next is try to move until reach the 0. Yeah, and in this case starting, well, starting in the leaves. Let me remove this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, and now this is the current direction. I think that I need to check how can I move to this, because if I convert in this direction, basically is start here and only add the current value. This is connected with this, and the current value is, for example, is the 3,466, and move basically past the value here and pass the value here and pass the value here. Now, what happened, for example, where you have more elements here? For example, the 1 have another child, and this is 8, for example. Well, it's exactly the same. In this case, 8 is a leaf. We have 3 leaves, 4, 8, and 3. Now, the idea is that if I for example, start with the 8 and make the transversal in with this 8, 1, 5, and 0. And following this path, the result is, for example, 10. Now, starting with the 3, create the 2, the 5, and the 0. But the problem with this is that I am transversal 2 times the same path. No. Okay, I think that is not a good approach. Change the arrows. Let me come back to the original. This is connected with this. This is connected with this. 0 with 5. In this way. And for example, where appear another one. like this, it's okay because I will start here and I pass to the next, sorry. Now, in this point, I think that I can change the direction, but always try to following this direction, try to reach the leaves, in this case, this, pass the current value here, pass the current value here, and for example, in this case, is divide, but it doesn't matter because, for example, if the accumulate value here is, I don't know, 100, where I move to the next is 100 plus the current value, and if it's a leaf, it's basically add and have this total, yeah, in this case one total here. Now where is n, come back to this, and now it's time to go in this moment, well, with this node, sorry, and make the calculus 100 plus the value, and this is the result, yeah. And now where is complete, come back, and go to the child. Now is, for example, the current value here is passed here, and add with this value, and now with this, and with the value that in this case is a leaf, and make the calculus. But now how can I change this direction in the arrow? Because I know that is 0 connected with the 1 is connected with the 4, the 0 is connected with the 5, and the 5 is not connected with 1, is connected with anything. Is this is connected to well, it's a little complicated, this problem. But well, I think that it's enough for today. I feel a little tired, but thanks for following this transmission, and I hope see you in the next. Bye bye.